Hello there, commanders, and welcome to another Total War Arena news update. Today we have Total War Arena version 4.23, which brings us a new advanced unit, Belgai archers and instructions, Ibrahim archers and description. An additional 100 player levels, lower the maximum number of team members, and problem fix. Maybe one, maybe multiple. For the past 2 or 3 patches it was a single problem fix. So maybe it is again correct. Anyway, 1. New senior unit. You almost got the premium. Advanced, senior, but not premium. Berquet archers. Okay. Description. Arrogant and bold. Wait, description was supposed to be for the other one. This was supposed to be an instruction. Hello? Arrogant and bold. The Bergai archers. Oh yeah, the Bergai, but Berquet archers showed unshakable self-confidence on the battlefield. Bergai was an important alliance that tried to rebel against the Roman Empire. Semantics, not really. In order to rebel against the Roman Empire, first you would need to be subjugated by them, conquered by them, I don't know, annexed. They weren't annexed, they were just free behind the Rhine. So yeah, they weren't rebelling, they were just fighting them. But yeah, semantics, I guess. Where was I? One of the tribes of this alliance is the Ibronite tribe, which is the tribe of Ambiorix. The word Ibron means the people of the yew tree, which is very suitable for the tribe of Ambiorix. Their land is densely forested and the residents have excellent hunting skills. This ability allows them to ambush Roman soldiers who are searching for wood, and this behavior will eventually lead to the demise of the tribe. Despite facing a powerful enemy, Ibrahim continued to fight to the last minute. This also earned them a reputation for being brave and good at fighting. I don't know who that Ibrahim is. Anyway, arms, archers, faction barbarian, name Bergai archers. It's Belgai, and it's level 5. Skill, concentrated firepower, and the legend of the Bergai, aka memes of Belgai. It is memes of Belgai because it has a morale, damage, AoE, and you can rout enemy units with it over some distance, which is quite funny. That's why it's called memes of Belgai. But I think it got nerfed. It did got nerfed, yeah. I remember going to Discord and putting up screenshots of the ability now and the ability during the wargaming version, and it is different. I don't remember the exact differences, but it has been nerfed in some capacity. Go join our Discord, a link in the description, and you can look it up for yourself, I guess. Okay, continuing onwards, Ibrahim Archer. So this is Ebrones Marksman. Description, not instruction. Every enemy has a weakness. Aim and shoot to get it done. After being defeated by Julius Caesar, Ambiorix crossed the Rhine with a group of men and disappeared in the history books. He has been forgotten by the world for hundreds of years. He is just another barbarian surrendered to Rome. But in the 19th century, this young Belgian country desperately needed a national hero, so he regarded him as a powerful symbol. Although Ambiorix was outnumbered and destined to be defeated, he stepped forward and gave the enemy a powerful blow. For a small country surrounded by European powers, such an origin story is perfect. Ambiorix is now deeply rooted in Belgian culture. The town of Tongeren erected a heroic and magnificent statue of Ambiorix, and the main square of Brussels was named after him. He is featured in several popular Belgian comics, and several of the most important Belgian institutions have borrowed his name, such as their fried food takeaway shop. The Ambiorix and Ebrones probably, have proved that in the course of history, victory is not everything. A single blow in pursuit of freedom can be celebrated for 100 years. Well, more like a few thousand, I guess, already. Since it was in 54 BCE, I guess. Don't remember the exact date, but yeah. Also, I have no idea why in trailers Ambiorix was being portrayed as fighting Germanicus, because Germanicus was avenging Varus, which was Varus lost at the ambush of Teutoburg Forest against Arminius, and Arminius was captured and enslaved and killed in Brom, I believe. So it was Vercingetorix really, but not Ambiorix. Ambiorix just, as they said, sort of disappeared, never appeared again. Or maybe he was captured and killed, I don't know. Don't remember exactly. But yeah, he never met Germanicus. He met Caesar. He fought against Caesar. He got wrecked by Caesar. And yet, Caesar is in the game, and in the trailers they chose to show him against Germanicus, which doesn't make sense. Why? Why would you do that? I would understand if there was no Roman commander that he faced, but he faced Caesar, and Caesar is in the game. That's stupid. Continuing on. Arms Archer, Faction Barbarian, name Eburones Marksman, level 8, skill, consider firepower, sickness. What is sickness? It's definitely not poison. It's probably snipe. And then the Legend of Bergay, Memes of Belgae. Or Tales of Belgae, if you want the correct name. And it is a somewhat good unit. The regular tier 8 Barbarian Archers suck. Eburones Marksmen are somewhat better. Tier 5 ones suck. They're worse than the tier 5 texture equivalent, I think. They just straight up suck. The music has changed because through the power of editing, I have cut out my phone call that I had. So yeah, thanks for that, random person who called me. Now I will have to go into the editing program and actually edit this video instead of just uploading it as it was. Anyway, where were we? Yes, tier 5 suck. That's the considered truth of it. They suck compared to tier 5s, and they suck compared to Greeks as well. So yeah, they just overall suck. The tier 8s are okay, somewhat. Also, what helps is that the Greeks as tier 8 suck. That was my dog, if you heard it. And then additional 100 player levels, added 100 player levels, and new rewards. We won't tell you what those rewards are, but I can tell you. Level 500 gives you 2000 golds and 7 days of premium. So that's pretty cool. I think levels 100, 200, 300, 400 only gave you 600 gold and 7 days of premium. So this one is much higher. And then lower the maximum number of team members. The maximum number of team members is lowered to 3 people. By team they mean party. The battles are still 10v10 obviously. And it ruins the party possibilities for ranged players, but I guess it nerfs the full melee parties that were quite OP. For example, 2 infantry players plus 2 cavalry players, or 3 infantry players plus 1 cavalry player. That was quite strong, so I guess that's got nerfed. But on the other hand, it completely removed the ability of ranged parties to counter them, those melee parties at all. So yeah, and also with matchmaking and AI, well, matchmaking will need to be more populated and also improved in terms of how it distributes players between the teams. Once that's improved, I would say tier 4-man parties are fine, as long as matchmaking can actually, match them with something and not fuck it up, as it sometimes does. So yeah, I wouldn't say the 4-man parties were the problem. This is somewhat of a band-aid temporary solution, but it's not the root cause, it's not the underlying problem, and that's the one that needs to be fixed. There's multiple of them. Like I said, game population, matchmaking itself, the matchmaking algorithm, it kind of sucks. Matchmaking does have brain farts, sadly more often than not, I guess. Well, maybe not more often than not, but still quite often. And then problem fix, wow, it is actually, again, just one problem fix. Really? Fix the issue that the Wolf Keeper of level 8 War Dog unit displayed incorrect information when viewing different equipment. Very cool. That's the only bug that there was in the game. Now all the bugs are fixed. let's ignore all the other bugs that have existed in this game since the Steam version. And yeah, vision memes, for example. Yeah, but who needs vision that works somewhat coherently and consistently, or units that move in a coherent way instead of getting stuck on trees and other stuff. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, that was the patch 4.23, was it? Yep. Very short patch, no balance changes. Just 2 new premium units. This is cool. This is less cool. This is irrelevant. And this is also neutral, I guess. So yeah, go ahead, buy those premium units, tier 8s, somewhat recommended. I will make a premium unit review of them in the future, soon TM. I mean, I'll be making those soon, not TM. But this specific unit, I don't know when I will get around to them. Especially since they were released after a certain bug. So yeah, well, I already have sort of this, not solution, but work around the bug. I don't know, it depends whether I can launch them on the old version or not. And whether the stats are the same. But, well, it's the general feeling of the unit that I should be reviewing, right? Because they can always be changed by a patch. Except nothing is being changed by patches, so maybe not necessarily. Anyway, whatever the case may be, I will see you on Arena's Battlefields Commanders.